This is the story of Grant C. Alexander. He was a marshal for the city of Riverside in the year of 1912. This was the year he was assassinated. This is his story.
Yeah, he was a marshal. So I'm thinking this corner lot is where he lived.
Yeah.
Okay, he lived in this corner lot over here.
This is the 508, right?
Yeah. So this got to be the corner house right here. This is where he lived.
No. This one is
512 right here. This is where he lived. Okay, so he.
I'm gonna pull in here.
Yeah. But there's supposed to be some historical freaking thing.
Marker?
I don't know if it's a marker, but the thing says it's a monument thing for this guy.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Where?
Straight
Well,
across
let's
the way.
go park right there. Let's go look at it.
Done deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's public property, right?
That's right.
All right, let's go check it out. So he lived right across the street. This is where the dude died.
This is where he got killed?
This is where he got killed, and this is where he lived. So we're talking, what, freaking 20, 30 feet?
He didn't get very far, did he?
No, he didn't get very far. So let me, maybe we should throw a recorder at her, too. What do you think?
Sure.
Here's a recorder. I have it set on D. And, yeah, here you go. I'll be filming some of this stuff, so let's see how this is going to work here. And if anybody says anything, we're doing a story on Alexander, okay? All right.
Okay, we're here.
Incredibly, we got our first CVP right off the bat.
Okay, we're here.
Here's a section where we picked it up on our digital camera.
Okay, we're here. Corona Historic Preservation Society, Historic Site number 3, Town Marshal slain. At this site in 1913, Marshal G.C. Alexander was shot and killed during a raid on a distillery. Unbelievable. And he must have, on the story, he lived on this property just here, and the distillery must have been right here, and he heard the ruckus going on.
Yeah.
And he came out, find out what's going on, knocked on the door. They wouldn't open the door. And so he opens the door to find out what's going on, and they shoot him dead.
Yeah.
Right here on this site.
Well, the reason why these hoodlums that shot him killed him because he was trying to make Corona a dry city.
Right. Because of all of the alcohol was causing all the hooligans to go around, gambling and stuff
going around. So this is where...
This must have been, it says right here, during a raid on a distillery.
Yeah, so here there was a distillery here, but then they said that there was a deal for that, so I guess here it is.
This is great.
So what we're trying to do today is look at the history of Alexander, or Mr. Marshall Alexander, and this is our starting point here today, is looking at the plaque here made for him and town, and right across the street,
Next door.
right next door,
His address was 512
Yeah.
Howard Street. That's exactly where we're at now. This wall right here and the house that's sitting on it is 512 Alexander or Howard Street. So we're right on top of this action here.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, and that's where he lived, and that's where we heard all the ruckus. Yes, he actually heard gunshots. So he came out to investigate, and that's where he got ambushed. And he was the first
Police
police officer in Corona to be killed in line of duty.
In this EVP, it sounds like somebody's correcting us, and it is validating our conversation. Could this be Grant?
And he was the first police officer in Corona to be killed in line of duty. What we're going to do is, from here we found out that where he's buried, so we're going to go in there and down there and see what we could find out. And so,
well, Mr. Alexander's got some recognition now. This monument will probably be here forever. And the story that's told right here from the Corona Historic Preservation Society. Historic site number 3.
Yeah, is it really?
Yeah, right there. Historic site number 3. Town Marshal slain at this site in 1913. Marshal G.C. Alexander was shot and killed during a raid on a distillery. Right here at this point that we're standing on.
That's it. See anything yet?
G.C. Alexander, right here, buddy.
What? Oh.
Yep, 1862, 1913. We found you, sir.
Hold on, where?
Right there.
J.C. Alexander.
J.C. Alexander.
J.C.
There he is, Alexander.
Let me see if I can get a shot without. It's too bright. Okay, here we go.
Well.
Oh,
We found it, and this is a big place. And it happens to be, unfortunately, right on the roadway, doesn't it?
yeah.
Why couldn't it be in the back? But there he is. We'd like to pay homage to Mr. Alexander at this time for his duty and service to the city of Corona.
Wow, we found it. I told you it was going to be a bigger headstone.
Okay.
We got music in the background out here, and
Yeah, this is bad.
shine your light on that.
EVP 6. You can see it real well down at the bottom.
It's JC, right? Yeah,
G.
GC Alexander. He died in 1913, correct.
It doesn't say anything here on his headstone, ironically,
Right,
about his duty
right.
to this city and how he died as a police officer. That strikes me odd.
Does.
Why is
Let me
it
put
that
this millimeter here. Right there.
Mr. Alexander, does this bother you that they did not put anything on your gravestone about your heroism for the city of Corona and your death as a police officer, as a marshal of the city? Does that upset you?
Well, unfortunately, there's just way too much contamination in our EVPs to validate anything. The party going on, there was cars driving by, so Gary and I decided to go off back into the cemetery to see what else we could find.
Okay, we're gonna listen now.
There's a lot of music back there, and
Yeah, there's just a lot of shit, but you never know until you get it under control.
yeah, exactly. Well, we did hear a couple of things over there, and
I still think we need to go down here. This investigation is not through. We still are looking for a female, I forget her first name, but
Rosa
Corona. And maybe we can find her, and then maybe we'll just sit around and do an EVP session for half an hour and just be quiet.
I'd be good with
and
that.
listen. And
I'm just really ecstatic that we found
absolutely
this. I mean, we've been out here all night, and we actually found it. And if we don't pick up anything with Mr. Alexander, at least the story will be told a little bit about him, you know?